Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. We're gonna go ahead and Dokkan Awaken Demigra right here. What is this? This is like Dark King Demigra, Power of Time Unleashed. Right here at the start, this is eventually going to be the level 10 Link's Rainbow video, of course. But I'm going to use the newest batch of Heroes characters at 55% in the 55% video for the Universe Tree Blue Goku. So I just want to Dokkan Awaken Demigra. We'll come back, we'll Rainbow him, and then eventually we'll move into his completed showcase too. Alright guys, we're coming back. Let's go ahead and give the Rainbow Star to Demigra right here. Again, I mean, not really too much to say. I think what's going to be impressive with Demigra is going to be him and his damage reduction, right? That's kind of the way I'm going to want to focus this guy, is just building around kind of like the defensive ability and the damage reduction with him. I mean, I guess maybe we could have gone a little crit, but I mean, with the high chance to crit just built in, I see no reason, right? Just dodge an additional. A lot of these Heroes characters, I'm gonna be building basically the exact same way. I see no good arguments around a different build than this. Maybe some raw defense could be good for Demigra, but I do think that he potentially could be similar to like the LR Kid Gohan and Piccolo. Like, you know, that Kid Gohan with like all of his conditions up. I think that's kind of what I'd expect to see. All right, so we are here in an event. Let's go ahead and see how Demigra is going to fare. Now, we're going to start on Slug's team. I think Slug's team is kind of like the... I don't know that I want to say, like, the intended spot. I mean, I guess it probably is. But, I mean, this is probably where Demigra will perform best. Keep in mind, though, that he isn't on a 200% leader skill, unfortunately, with Slug. So I will make sure to get him at least on a 200%. This is what Demigra has. Not the greatest. I mean, we can build something, I guess, with Fat Boo. Is probably what we could do. You know, we could run the Heroes team, but one huge thing about this guy, I just want to highlight this right now. This is pretty big. So, it kind of, I mean, you know, I am not going to want to run this guy, period, basically, unless it's a full Extreme Class team. Because it's just, who knows what would happen over the course of the fight, and I would just rather be, you know, chilling with that going on. So, alright, now, Demigra is intended to run in slot 1. We obviously do have Big Bad Bosses up with Lord Slug. Remember, Demigra is a demonic power category character, which is good. He can help Slug with Slug's condition. And, you know, a demonic power, Big Bad Bosses character, perfect for Slug. So, let's go ahead and see how Demigra will do. Remember, Gogeta, his damage goes down a little bit each turn, but, I mean, Gogeta is still a massively difficult boss here. So, alright, let's go ahead and see how Demigra is going to look on this turn. Alright, so double digits right there is good. I think what we'll probably see from Demigra is similar performance, kind of to the Kid Gohan and Piccolo, but like the Kid Gohan. Like, it feels like that's probably what he's like. But, I mean, Demigra gets 40% attack with each attack received, up to 240%. So, I mean, we could have Demigra get slapped around a lot, and then sort of see what his damage is going to look like. I think we should hop into the Blue Kaioken Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta fight. That's a fight where oftentimes, you know, the boss will overload a lot of attacks. I mean, they attack so much at the start. So I think that could be a good spot for us. Because I'm going to want to, you know, show all these different abilities Demigra has. Alright, we'll just go ahead and skip to the next turn. I guess, hopefully, Meki Cabra doesn't die, but that's all. Alright, so here we are in our next rotation. With Fu around, we'll be able to link up a little bit better. Let's take a look at Demigra's link set. Some of these, obviously, I do not have memorized like most links. So, we do have Brainiacs. That gives massive stats. Big Bad Bosses gives massive stats. Revival. Here's a real shitty one. Master of Magic. 15% attack. To be fair, we could get that with Eos, right? As she's good, so... Okay, and Mechikabra as well, yeah, Mechikabra, who we have on the team. Then, of course, we also have Godly Power. That's a very common one. Fear and Faith, and then Fierce Battle. But yeah, Master of Magic, not one. Okay, so wait, I'm curious. 244 we have right there. What if we're just next to Slug? 218. That's Brainiacs, right? All right, let's go. Demigra, let's go. Let's see what he could do. We got Fu next to him. Yeah, I mean, Fu and Demigra, I do think they're going to be a nice little addition to this Slug team, dude. All right, so we're going to be getting attack, right? And obviously, dodge would, you know, keep us from building up a little bit, but we're going to get way more value. Oh, 20, okay. We're going to, wow. He has a high chance to crit, by the way. 50% chance to crit. And then I probably should mention, what is, okay, additional normal. Another additional normal for us? Just additional normal, additional normal? Okay, so Demigra also has 40% damage reduction start a turn, 20% damage reduction if there's another crossover or demonic power ally in the turn, and then he gets 20% damage reduction before attacking if all allies are extreme class, right? And then obviously, you know, the boy gives us the hidden potential system additional normal. Now, one other interesting thing that Demigra does do, and that's why, you know, him and slot 1, he gives extreme class allies 30% defense for 1 turn from his super attack effect. He gets 50% attack, and then gives extreme class allies 30% defense. Himself excluded, unfortunately. They should have let him get that. Slug will be fine right here. Again, Slug is getting extra defense from Demigra. Yeah, that was pretty easy. Like, we just handily came in here, huh? Yeah, not bad. Alright, now this Slug, his domain will proc. Alright, Slug and the Brolys are probably going to finish this off. Yeah, let's go to Blue Cow and Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta for sure. Demigra also does have, like, slot 2 abilities I'm going to want to show off as well. I guess this video is going to be a bit longer because of the way Demigra is kind of structured here, right? So, in slot 1, he gets 120% attack and defense as the first attacker in the turn. And then in slot 2 or 3, he gives extreme class allies 60% attack, and then he gets a 24% chance to crit. We'll have to make sure to show all of these different abilities as we're going through. Alright guys, here we go. We are hopping into the Blue Cow and Goku Evolution Blue Vegeta fight. This could be good because they attack so much. Yeah. Damn, I mean, they could have stacked up even more attacks right there at the start, but we'll take it. Now, remember, I mean, Demigra, he really does want to, well, I don't know. Does he want to get hit? He probably would tank, I'm not sure. Better after he supers, I guess, in slot 1. So, it's like he has 20% damage reduction before attacking, but remember, he does get the 120% attack and defense on super, right? Let me just read his passive, and then we'll just try and fire through the rest of this. So, 2 key, 240% attack and defense, 120% attack and defense on super, 50% chance to crit, 40% damage reduction, wait, huh? Cord, what the hell? Okay. Then 20% damage reduction with a crossover demonic power ally in rotation, 20% damage reduction if it's all extreme class rotation, 40% attack with each attack received at the 240%. He gets the 120% attack and defense as the first attacker in the turn. And then the last thing he gets is the extreme class ally's 60% attack support. And then Demigra himself gets 24% chance to crit as the second or third attacker in the turn. So we are going to have to show all that off. I guess maybe I could have put Demigra in slot 2 right here, but I don't know. Let's just see how we do. So Demigra needs to get hit, what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times? Huh. No, it's, wait, huh? 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, no, it's 6. It's 6. He needs to get hit 6 times. My bad. 6 times. Wait. Bro, I'm a Dragon Ball fan. 6. Okay. Alright. I do have a nasty habit of, like questioning my my own my own math. I know in the comments, oh my god, truth is so bad at math and the numbers and stuff. Well, what's the one kid who writes novels on everything I say? Y'all know who I'm talking about, man. On and on and on. Yeah, we got it, man. We get it. We get it. We got it. We got it. All right. Well, Demigra got a couple of hits in. I mean, his damage can look like it can get quite explosive. I mean, I feel like he's pretty good, Demigra, right? I mean, I'm gonna want to see some of these attacks connect with him, but he's demonic power. He's big bad bosses, right? So he works perfectly with Slug. He can go in slot 1, which, by the way, I mean, kind of like when a character can go in slot 1, the character actually matters, because, like, I mean, that's, you know, that's what you need. It's like, dude, I could reach my hands out and pull up 50 different characters that are so impressive in, like, slot 3, right? Like, after they super and shit like that. But getting, like, some, like, slot 1 character, I mean, so far, so good. I'm liking this Demigra. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, wait a minute. I gotta reset. I literally, like, I gotta rewatch this. Literally, like, 2 damn seconds ago, I was told that, oh, it's so hard for Fu. Hold on. We're gonna come right back, and we're gonna double check what this turn was for Fu. All right, guys, we're coming back in. Let's watch this Fu turn carefully here. Did I just catch out of the corner of my eye what I thought I caught? Let's double check. So this is my first time using Fu, basically, right? Like, all right, super attack, sure. Additional normal. Additional normal. And fucking super attack coming right in, yep. Yeah, don't talk to me about shit, man. Oh my god, dude. Please, man. I'm sitting here looking at this Fu, and everyone is like, oh, that shit ain't happening, man. No way. Duh. First time I used Fu, he was dead to rights without hidden potential system dodge, man. That shit is crazy. All right, not good by Angela and Metamaka right there either. Oh my god, dude. Fu, really? I used him one time, and he's like, time to sell ass. All right. Turn it into a disaster video already. You know what? Yeah, let's hop back in one more time. Sure. And then after, I think we'll do this. And then I might just do like a heroes run against probably the family Kamehameha, because Demigra needs to get hit 5 million times. So, I mean, we're gonna need to see that. All right, guys, here we go. Oh, perfect. Look at that. A lot of attacks right away for us. Sure. Let's just go. Let's see how Demigra's gonna do. Again, I think we'll probably try and finish this run up, and then maybe we'll do a run, a heroes run. You know, try and see Demigra, in like a different run. You know, try and get him fully built up. I do want to put him in slot 2. I think, man, I don't know. It's probably a pretty good chance he could get crushed in slot 2 or 3, right? Like, it would be scary. Like, if a big attack came in. Oh, perfect. Okay, let's see this. So this is with 60% damage reduction. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely probably worse. It's like, he's a little worse than the Kid Gohan. Like the Gohan and Piccolo. But his restrictions aren't as bad. Does that make sense? Like, it feels to me like he's a worse version of that Kid Gohan with better restrictions. Like, less impact. At least on this team, like, well, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's not like Kid Gohan and Piccolo's restriction is that bad when running him on Vegeta's team, right? I guess it's kind of the same thing. Although Slug's team feels better than Vegeta's team by a lot. Slug is also going to heal up that damage we took, too, and so is Mechi Cabra. Yeah, man, damn, Chad, I don't know. That was kind of... I mean, I know people are going to, like, see that and be like, oh, like, it's such a big attack, but, like, it's, like, really not that big of an attack anymore, right? Like, remember, this fight came out in June. This is a June fight. let's just keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's see how things are gonna look here. We can get some healing orbs and stuff like that for Mechicabra. All right, let me skip to next turn. We'll keep getting footage of Demigra here. All right, guys. Next to Fu, our stats are gonna be higher though, so that'll be good, right? Having Brainiacs activated. I'm not. I don't know. I'm not super sure. Oh, wait. We have the 6 attacks. Okay. So actually, we're good. We're fully built. Dude, I love that feature, right? So, like, we see, like, we took all 6 hits. So he's got that shit all up. Beautiful. That's awesome. Okay. So with our 6 hits up, we're going to have Demigra fully built up already. I'd love to see them super right away if possible. Super. Ah, they're scared. God damn them. So damage right here, 22. It's pretty good. I mean, it's a 50% chance to crit, right? Yeah, okay. I mean, he's capable of tanking these supers. I mean, we certainly... Like, okay, when it's time to do the heroes versus Goku and Frieza fight, like... Do I try Demigra and Fu as a rotation? I mean, Fu does stack. So, it's like Fu potentially being a big damage dealer against Goku and Frieza could be... that's my main concern, believe it or not, is damaging them. Alright, pretty good turn for us right here. We'll be able to hide. Oh. That's very convenient. Okay. Alright, we'll come back for next turn. Alright, guys, here we go with, this is Fu's ability that's activated right here. Now, this is kind of a shame. We can get all 7 links activated for Demigra in the middle slot right here, but, Fu or Mechicabra, neither could actually sit, in slot 1 right here. I don't think so. Maybe Mechicabra if he was able to get some rainbow orbs, but they're gone from Fu. So that might actually be bad for Mechicabra's synergy. All right, well, we are going to get 6 out of 7. The only one we don't have here is Fierce Battle. We'll take that, sure. Let's go ahead and do this. I mean, I guess we could hit that right there, sure. And then we'll have Fu right here at the end. All right, let's see how we're going to do. We have 6 out of 7. So let's go, Demigra. Give us some more footage here, baby. Alright, now after this, I do want to get Demigra over to a 200% leader skill, and we could kind of see some of the stuff that Demigra is doing, you know, on a 200% leader skill. Alright, so there he was right here. Yeah, let's go, I guess, to the Heroes team, maybe? Yeah, because, I mean, I would still want to pair him probably with Mechicabra and Fu, right? So, yeah, let's do that. Okay, look at him. What is that, 29 million, that's it? Okay. Yeah, not bad. All right, sure. All right, yeah, let's head on over there. All right, guys. Over here on the, well, Majin Buu Saga Storied Figure Sworn Enemy team, I figured this would be... We have the pieces... available to us to show Demigra, is kind of the major point right here. So, I want to let Demigra get built up a little bit, and then we could slide him into, like, slot 2 and slot 3 and just sort of see what he's going to look like over there. Oh, there's super attack dodge. Beautiful, beautiful. I'll always take those. 11 million right there. Okay. But it just seems to me like he's just going to be significantly worse, unfortunately. In slot 2 or 3, right? I think it'll be a huge issue. All right, cool. This is a hidden potential system additional super right here. Remember, I mean, so he gets 50% attack for 1 turn, but then he also gives the extreme class allies 30% defense. So an additional super, you know, a hidden potential system additional super is going to give, like, Kid Buu a little bit more defense right there. You know, Buu Tank's a little bit more defense right there. That can be kind of handy, I think. Alright, guys, we'll get a little bit more footage here. Okay, so 3 more attacks, and we'll be able to have Demigra fully built up. He is going to pair decently with Hirudegarn. You know, we've got a couple of different links activated right there. Let's go ahead and do that. And then see what Demigra's going to get for us. I do want to get Mechicabra next to him, but I didn't really have a good opportunity to do that last turn, really. But all right, so Demigra's fully built up now. And he's at 21 million. Okay. Now, keep in mind, a lot of the footage we saw from Demigra over on the Slug team, that was with Slug's domain up. Another Hidden Potential System additional super. Okay. That's damn, that's another one. I'll take it. But yeah, on the Slug team, we had, you know, the massive domain buff up for us, which was good. All right, sure. Okay, so next turn, right, we've got Hirudegarn here, so we could put him in slot 1 pretty safely next turn. And then we could go ahead and get Demigra in slot 2 and just see what those stats kind of look like, right? All right, guys, let's go ahead and keep going here. So we have Demigra fully built up. He's fully built up. Let's get him in slot 2, and let's kind of see what some of these stats are going to look like for him. You know, we're going to have the same few links up with Hirudegarn, which is good. Next turn, we're going to be able to go ahead and get Mechicabra back on rotation again for us. Again, I mean, it is nice that we can use Demigra as a slot 1 option. I mean, certainly he's not as powerful in slot 1 as, say, you know, I don't know, Tech Carnival Broly, but, hey, Hirudegarn, hey! Hey! Stop it! Now! Do your job. I'm not gonna tell you again, Hirudegarn. I will slap the dog shit out of him. Stop. Okay. Alright, 16 million right there. Remember, we are giving the allies, you know, massive amount of attack support. But, oh, okay, the Hidden Potential System dodge, sweet right there. Yeah, that's good. But obviously, he could be a little bit at risk. I mean, you know, with a lot less stats in slot 2 and 3. And then remember, you know, some of that damage reduction is only before he attacks. But, I mean, I kind of like Demigra. I mean, if you think about the hero units the way they are, which is that they're essentially just all banner units, I do think Demigra's performance is probably going to be fine. He seems pretty good to me. Like, I'll take Demigra for sure. I don't... Remember, we could kind of put, I think, restrictions for characters in 2 different kind of, like, baskets, right? There's, oh, damn, this is actually, like, so stupid and annoying. And then it's like, oh, it's, you know, painless. I think that Demigra's crossover or demonic power ally in the turn, painless. But all allies needing to be extreme class, that I do think is a pain in the ass for sure. Because all allies needing to be extreme class, I mean, that could just hurt if we would want to run him on some of these teams, right? Like, if we want to run him on Realm of Gods, you know, like, Realm of Gods is filled with, you know, UI Goku and Blue Gogeta and all that stuff. You know, heroes. It's very, like, you know, a lot of times in the past, they've wanted you to build a villain heroes team and a superclass heroes team, but there never was enough good characters on each side to do that, right? So it's like they're kind of, like, that's what Demigra's got right there, where it's like they want you to, you know, full villain hero team. Are they telling us to run Super Saiyan 3 Rosé? Like, bro, please. Like, no, he's not going to get the job done in, like, these real nasty fights. No way. I mean, it's like, you know, like, a lot of these characters can if, you know, the dodge builds trigger, I guess. But, like, that's not... Like, it's like, just because a dodge build could, you know, protect a character or something like that doesn't all of a sudden mean the character is good, right? Alright, guys. So we're, you know, here on a 200%. You know, we're going to be linked up next to Demigra right here. Or, excuse me, Mechicabra right here. We'll probably do, I think, this rotation and then next rotation. And we can finish up. You know, we've kind of seen what Demigra is able to bring to the table. I like him. I definitely would consider this a pretty good heroes character for sure. He's able to do a pretty good attack stat, and it's not, remember, I mean, these attack stats can be empty calories at times, like 120 million super. Like, from a banner unit, I'll take it, but it's something crazy. But he does have the 50% chance to crit on top of that. So that is what turns it from, you know, what maybe like empty calories into like, okay, like actually like, you know, good damage right there. Okay, so Hirudegarn hopefully is not gonna do the thing. Which is be a naughty boy. Okay, yep. Because I didn't see Gohan Super earlier. Okay, we're good. We're in the clear. Alright, guys. We'll go ahead and make this the final rotation right here. Now, we could get all 7 links activated, but I believe Demigra's the numbers we're going to see from him would be higher, I believe, if we had him in slot 1. Although Fierce Battle definitely does give a lot of attack. Because it's like in slot 1, he gets 120% attack and defense. Yeah, I think it's better for us just to get him in slot 1 right here. So let's just go ahead and do that. And then remember, we do have the 6 out of 7 with Meki Cabra right there. And then we have Kid Boo's Big Daddy support coming in. So let's go ahead and do that. We have the Dokkan attack, so let's be mindful and look at what the super attack stat is going to be down there. Super attack dodge, lovely. Beautiful, beautiful. Always good if the boss might have debuffs or something like that. All right, so Demigra's doing a 24 million attack stat right here. 24 million. And, I mean, if we would get a hidden potential system additional super, he could jump up even higher. Maybe hit like a 28 million or something like that. So, yeah, Demigra. I like him. I think he's a fine character to me. Kerblamo. Goodbye, Gohan. Yeah, not bad, not bad. All right, guys, so there was our boy Demigra. Let's go ahead and take a look at his details. So this is Creation of a Dark World, Dark King Demigra, Power of Time Unleashed. Leader skills, Demonic Power, category key 3 and 130% of stats. His passive skill, True Power of the Dark Factor. He gets 2 key, 240% attack and defense at the start of turn, 120% attack and defense on super attack. He has a 50% chance to crit. He gets 40% damage reduction. He gets 20% damage reduction if there's another crossover or demonic power ally in the turn. That's not, I think, a very difficult restriction to have up for him. The other one, though, the 20% damage reduction before attacking when all allies on the turn are extreme class, that can be a little bit more iffy. I mean, especially if you want to run him in slot 1, I mean, you do need that, just with how nasty bosses are these days. Then he gets 40% attack with each attack received up to 240%. I do not mind that, really, because it's get hit. Like, he's already got his defense, and then it's get hit to get offense while having your defense already. It's get hit to get defense is what is horrible, right? Then Demigra has 120% attack and defense as the first attacker in the turn. And then he gives extreme class allies 60% attack. And he gets a 24% chance to crit as the second or third attacker in the turn. His super attack is the Chaotic Gigantes. He gets 50% attack for 1 turn, supreme damage to the enemy, and then gives extreme class allies 30% defense for 1 turn, self-excluded. I do really wish he gave him self-defense. That, in particular, could really help him out, potentially in, like, slot 2 or 3, by the way. Then his link set, Brainiacs, Big Bad Bosses, Revival, Master of Magic, Godly Power, Fear and Faith, Fierce Battle. Here's who we got in terms of his best linking partners. I mean, Meki Cabra, Hirudegarn, Fu are relevant characters. I probably could... Dark King Fu is probably decent enough to run, huh? Still? Which is depend on the setup and stuff like that. We could probably run Dark King Fu, though. And then there's also Toa as well. I mean, the Demonic Power team, I guess, we've got some real stuff going on there. I do really like what they do this a lot with heroes batches. They get them to mesh quite well with one of the Dokkan Fests right around there, right? Like, remember... they added all the Super Saiyan 4s in 2020. That was when we had Dokkan Fest Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, who had just arrived, right? So this is a common thing they do with the heroes characters. 12 key multiplier, 150%. That's good. Okay, we'll take that for sure. Nice, nice. Here's the 200% leaders Demigra has. Now, remember, running him on, like, the heroes team, obviously we need the full extreme class rotation. So that's a big thing to keep in mind. That Fat Boo team, not really too bad, though. Like, we had a good little setup going there, so that wasn't really too bad. Then here we go in terms of Demigra's category teams. So he, of course, is on demonic power, a nice buff to demonic power. Both Demigra, Fu, as well as Mechikabra as EZA, and Scientist Toa as EZA. So, I mean, we had, quite a few demonic power buffs since Slug has come out already, which is good. Then, Demigra is on the Resurrected Warrior category team. More characters to that team. Yes, sir. That's good. That's very good. Then he's also on the Realm of Gods category team also. Cool, cool. We also have him here on the Time Traveler team. Ridiculously stacked team with tons of characters, like always, right? Time Travelers, I think, is not really the craziest right now. I mean, maybe we could look at what, like, a really good Time Traveler lineup might look like. Because next week, there might not be a lot of stuff to make content on, too, so. Then, we have the Dragon Ball Hero team, of course, which Demigra is a part of. There's also the crossover category team. I do think we could see a crossover Dokkan Fest potentially showing up soon. I'm not really sure who. I mean, maybe they could do another, another Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. Maybe Mira. Maybe Demigra from, like, Xenoverse 1. Demigra was the final boss of Xenoverse 1, right? I'm remembering that correctly? So, I don't know, maybe something like that. And then finally, there is the storied figures, which Demigra is on. That's, of course, how he was on Fat Boo's leader skill. So, Demigra definitely is a buff to, some weaker categories, categories that don't have a lot of characters, which obviously is pretty good. So, let me know what you guys think of the Demigra, what is it? Yeah, Dark King Demigra Power of Time Unleashed. His name is not as ridiculous as the Bardock, right? The Warrior in Black Super Saiyan Dark Dragon Ball boost. But, yeah, anyway, Demigra's a good character. And long story short, he's good. I like him. Can he be killed? Yes. That's why you go dodge build.